What's up, my people? What's up, my Reese fam? I couldn't even think about what my channel was called. How are you guys this happy Friday? What's up, what's up, what's up? Thought I would be shooting a different video, but it's okay. It's all right. It happened. Okay, so we have my coldest water bottle, guys. Use my code, like I always say. No one's told me that they've used it. So I don't even know if it exists, but let's say grace. Dear God, bless your food and bless this time. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay. So we're having pork fried rice, but like 1 cup of pork fried rice, because rice, for whatever reason, does this weird thing where it gets stuck right here. And I think that's just because you're not allowed to have rice that much, only a little bit and only like once a month. So I really only eat it once a month, really. Like that's 100% the honest truth. I'm not just saying that. Thank you to one of my fans that said I've lost a lot of weight. Thank you. I'm still working on it. I just weighed myself today. I'm down a little bit more. I lost 1 pound. It's okay. You start to mellow out when you get to June. June is already hit. Today's like what, June 6th, June 7th? I don't even know what today's date is. I think today's like, well, if Sunday's the 7th, if Monday's the 7th, then today is the 4th. Today's the 4th. So anyways, so here's coldest water bottle. We're having pork fried rice with some ground turkey that I made and a little bit of hoisin sauce. I love really hoisin. A little bit of cheese, some cheddar cheese. And I kind of just made it myself. I should have showed you guys that in the beginning of the video, but it's okay. Thank you to everyone who likes the Polar Tropical video I did with Jama yesterday. Go get try your guava lemonade. It's really good. Or try any of their type of food. Their Choppy Chop bowls are my favorite. Try those out. Or their cassava fries, or their, and then their honey mustard, their curry mustard is really, 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 really good. I like it a lot. So try that out, okay? And then I'll show you guys that in another video. I'll do a whole video about that. But anyways, guys, we said grace, okay? All right. So that's what it looks like. Doesn't that look delicious? I want to tell you guys something, okay? A story that I just want to let you guys know this story, okay? This is something that happened to me, and I just have to tell you guys the situation, okay? Please don't judge me about this. Just understand what happened, okay? So the year is, what's the year? No, I'll do that another story. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until my channel grows a little more, because I want to reach more people with that story. But people keep asking me about my brother. And I don't know why people keep asking me about him. Yes, I talk about him, like, not that much, but I just tell a lot of stories. Good memories, right? I can't bring him on my channel. He refuses to be on my channel. But for the new fans, sit down, get you a bag of popcorn, and watch this Lifetime story, okay? So, my brother, or the person who says he's my brother, or I say he's my brother, whatever. If you ask him, I'm not his brother. We were like this. We were literally like this growing up. Like 100% we were like this growing up. I can show you the picture, if I can find it. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Okay. So, here's the picture. Here's the picture. There me and him are. We're at the top, right? This is my little brother and this is me. And we were doing a pyramid on my sisters in the basement, because that's where we used to, they basically were like our trainers. They literally would teach us like different stuff that they would learn in ballet. So they would teach us how to like do a plie and do a stand on your tippy toes, and we would dress in the leotard and all that stuff. We were like their little proteges, right? When they would babysit us a lot. And my dad and my mom would go to a lot of events and different stuff because of the type of work that, you know. Anyways, so my brother and me were super, super close. I was very protective of him. Would fight his battles. He always got in fights with girls. I don't know why. He thought girls were ugly. He thought girls had cooties. And I literally would go off on people who messed with my brother. I didn't care. I was his protector. But we fought like crazy too. But it never lasted like 24 hours. It literally was like done that day. We were best friends all the way up until, like I said in that other video, until I really hit double digits. And when I hit double digits, our relationship just, I didn't really feel like I wanted to be so close with my little brother. But like, we were still close. We just weren't like as close. And I always say, like, I wish we hated each other growing up and then we'd be super close now, like me and my sister are. But it was vice versa. So anyways, so then when I started going to the Christian school that I went to, he was downstairs at the elementary school. And then I was upstairs. And I was like, God, I had to be like 14. And he was like 9 or 10, I think I want to say, or 12. No, he was something, because I think we're like 5 years apart or 4 years apart. I don't even know. So we would see each other when we would get picked up by my mom. Because I told you, my friend Brittany's mom, she would drive us to school, we would carpool, and then my mom would take Brittany home. So we'd always meet at the van. And my mom at the time, we were still trying to sell our farmhouse and we were renting a house to move here. So it was like, you know, a lot of, sometimes she would be really late. Sometimes she'd be like early. We didn't have cell phones at the time because my cell phone went to my dad because my dad used my cell phone work number for his work number so he could find jobs down here. So he needed that phone on him all the time. So I didn't have a cell phone, but Brittany had a cell phone. So my mom would text Brittany a lot, like, hey, I'm running a little late, but I'm coming. So a lot of times we would just hang out downstairs with the pre-K, and he had a lot of friends down there. The way our school was set up, we were at like an old retirement center. So there was a lot of places to just walk and hang out. But anyways, that's a different story for another video. So anyways, when I started making my own friends and he started making his own friends and having sleepovers and going to sleepovers and stuff like that, we just started drifting apart. And then we had separate bedrooms. My room was like the most hangout. He would stand at the door and cry and want to come in. And then my friends would be like, let him in. And I'd be like, fine, he can come in, but he can't touch nothing. Like off you see on the movies. But then when we would go to like people's houses and stuff, we would be like super close together because we didn't know these kids. So we would stay really close. And then, you know, he started teasing. He learned what gay meant, started calling me gay all the time. Because he thought he was funny. He started snitching a lot. He started stealing my stuff. Like, there was a lot of stuff that happened all the time. Like, all the time. To the point where I just didn't want to be around him. I didn't want to see him. I didn't want to talk to him. I was wishing that I was adopted into another family. Like, it was that bad. Like, I just did not want to be around him at all. I mean, honestly, discipline was different in our house. Okay, like, you know, we got spanked all the way up until we were probably like 12 or 13. And then my dad and mom just felt like it wasn't working. So then they started taking like toys and stuff. And, you know, different things like that. So their way of punishment was they would make us stay in the same room, or they would make us like clean up the house together, or they would make us like have to sit in the back of the car next to each other or something like that. And like no one could sit up front, so no one could call a shotgun or something like that. Those were their different ways of punishment. Or like they would take the TV and say, okay, no one gets to watch TV now. Are you guys happy? And like make us have to literally like sit there and do a puzzle or go for a walk or ride bikes together. Like that was the way that they would punish us when we got older. And then we moved to Florida. And instead of us getting a separate bedroom when we moved to Florida, we stayed with my grandparents for a year. And then my brother was teasing my grandma so much that my mom literally would come home from work and be like, get in the car, we're going for a drive. And we would literally stay gone all day until my dad came home. And then my dad's like, this is not right. My wife and my kids should be able to stay here peacefully. They're frustrated. And we'd be gone during the weekends. That's how we went to Disney, Universal, Epcot, SeaWorld. We went everywhere just because there was so much tension in the house. Like literally, it was so bad. And that was why I got involved in my youth group. And then when I went to youth group, we did it together. Like we both joined at the same time. I got involved, he got involved, but I got involved more than him. And then when Halo came out and he finally got his first Xbox for his Christmas that year, and that's a funny story how my dad surprised him with that. He stopped coming. He started, even though the youth group had a big tournament of Halo all the time on the weekends, and he was a part of it. I mean, they would play for hours and hours and hours. He just got his own Xbox and was like, I don't need to go no more. So he stopped going. He would not come on Wednesdays. He would not come on Sundays. Unless one of his friends asked him to come. Or there was a big event and he wanted to go and he knew they were playing Halo the whole weekend. And he couldn't play at home the whole weekend. So that would be when he would come. And we just drifted apart, kept drifting apart, kept drifting apart. Then when this house was built, and my parents made us share the bonus room, that ruined our relationship right there. I don't know why they thought that was going to fix our relationship. And it was my mom. It ruined our relationship. It destroyed it. I think that if we would have had separate bedrooms, like I would have been in this room and he would have been upstairs or something, like it ended up happening way later, I think that it could have fixed our relationship because we would have not been like right on top of each other. And I think that we would have probably kind of made us miss each other. In a weird way, because I was doing sports, he was doing sports, I was a part of the church, I was with my best friend all the time. It would have made us just be like, hey, I haven't seen you all week or something like that. But it didn't work that way, you know? So, and then when I graduated high school, it got worse because, you know, I was home all day long. And then he would come home and he would want his room to himself so he could play his video games, or he'd want to have his music on. And at that time, he was stuck on rock music. And it would drive me crazy. And then he would want to watch this stupid show called Billy and Mandy that used to be on Cartoon Network. Or he would want to watch Family Guy. And I didn't mind Family Guy. We would watch it sometimes together, actually. And Saturday Night Live. And we would watch Cartoon Network. But as the years kept going, our relationship just kept growing apart. And then finally in 2010, when his best friends were coming to visit, we literally sat down man to man and had a conversation and talked it out. I was 21. He wasn't even done with high school yet. Got his first tattoo because he turned 18, got his first tattoo. And I remember that year, we literally sat down and talked, and he was like, I was jealous of you because you were getting away with whatever you wanted. And I didn't like the way you disrespected mom and dad, And I was like, vice versa. So we just came to understand that, like, we're not going to ever, like, want to be super, super close, but we can be cordial to each other. And we did that for 3 years. Like, we were good. Longer than that. I think we were good for, like, until I got with my ex, and then that made him mad. Because, like, I was like, why do you care? You say I'm not your brother. So why do you care that someone's treating me like crap? He's like, well, I'm not going to sit by and watch someone treat you bad. And I'm just like, but why do you care? Like, and then people are like, he cares secretly, you know? And, you know, he didn't tell me that until 2015. So it was like, you know, and then our grandma died, and then we were sad about that. And then that kind of brought us a little closer. And then we were good at her celebration of life. Then he moved out. I helped him move out that day. They gave me a hamburger to make me happy. And then they tried to invite me to stuff. I just never went because I just felt like it was awkward, you know? And that might have started issues because they're like, we're always inviting him to something, he never comes. And they would do game night. They'd be like, hey, we'll come pick you up. You can come over. But I just didn't go. I was kind of being stuck up. So some of it's on me too. Where we're at now is there's just nothing there, you know? Like, I only see him when he comes and picks up his daughter. That's it. Like, and even that, sometimes I don't see him because I'm in my room. So it's like, and I've traveled more than he's traveled in like the last 5 years. Like, I mean, they were traveling a lot, but now I'm traveling a lot. And I don't see them. And then the other thing was I didn't go to his wedding. And that was messed up because he would come and knock on my door and beg me to go and send me text messages. And his wife was the same way. And me and her were like this before. And then I know that hurt them because everybody was there. Even my grandpa was there. Everybody was there. Or no, he didn't go. But I didn't go. All 6 kids were there and I was the only one that was missing. And it was one because I was overweight and I didn't want to break the chairs. But they're like, we had a section just set up for you so you could be comfortable and you didn't come. Like, that was the main thing that they wanted to do. And I hurt them by not going. And I still regret that because I think me and his wife would still be like this if I would have went, because that was like the only thing that was wrong Like, we had no issues. So, and one, they were the #1 or #2, because my parents say they're #1. I don't know. I wish I could see who was my first ever subscriber. Who subscribed to my YouTube channel, because I sent the link to everybody in my family. And they were the first ones to text back, we're so proud of you for putting yourself out there on social media. And they would watch a lot of my videos until I post this one video, and I told you guys the story about that video. But they were supportive of my channel, and I was actually surprised by that too. And they probably would have been on my channel a long time ago. But who knows? I mean, he's in his 20s, I'm in my 30s. We could say 50 or 15 years from now, who knows? Our relationship could change and we could be doing videos together, whatever. But it is what it is. But I love you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell. I didn't even finish. And go support Jama TV. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. I have a good video coming on Monday, guys. You guys will really like that video. So please, let's see if we can get that video to 1,000 likes. You guys will like that video. I'm doing this just for you guys to up my channel and change the videos. A lot of tourist attractions I'm going to. So get ready for that. That will be really cool. So it'll be like a revamp of my channel. I need to get a whole new intro and everything made. I don't know how to make one, but send me any links if you guys know how to make a new intro. But I love you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.